Campbell fouls that one off over the third base side. Campbell lifts it into left field. It's tailing towards the line. Getting around there will be Burke, and he can't make the play either. He drops it into the corner. One will score. Coming around will be Campbell. He will score. And the Blue Sox add two more onto the tally. Robson and Campbell cross. Campbell aboard courtesy of what will probably be scored another error. This one to Chris Burke in left field. Bazana to third. Campbell to second. Eunice must be wondering what he's done to miss out on the party. First batter up, first batter out. Everybody else on base. 1-1 pitch fouled off by Amos, making his starting lineup debut. And Amos rung up on strikes. Gibbons finally breaks the run. Eunice chops this one foul. Made good contact, just got out in front. Oh, and that'll hit him on the front arm, and Eunice shakes it off. I think it's missed his shield. He does have an arm guard on, and it looks like that one might have missed the arm guard. Fastball Rodriguez flies it out over the first base side, well and truly out of play. Rodriguez hits this one straight at Ngope, who will make the catch. Ngope now in the batter's box, takes a called strike to start things off. That one will miss, and then Ngope will walk. So now Melbourne threaten. Almost no wind to speak of here this afternoon at Blacktown. Very little breeze at all. I mean that the ball will travel to all fields this afternoon, something the outfielders have got to be mindful of.
It certainly does make a difference, that atmosphere and the level of humidity out here, especially at this ground.
I think he had a good look at it, and anyhow, the right decision looks like it's been made, and it's not going to make any difference as Geyer gets a breaking ball through Chris Burns and strikes him out anyway.
Couple of pitches later, still down low in the zone. Yeah. He had a good night out.
Well, there were plenty for the Aces last night. You could have had one of about 4 or 5. Yeah. One out, and Barry at the plate. Allows that one to pass. It's a called strike anyhow, and again, Barry not real happy. That's a couple of aces. 0-2 pitch on its way, and Barry's just going to throw the bat at it and end up with a base hit. How do you like those apples? He wasn't trying to hit it. He was just trying to stop it being a called strike. He just throws the bat at it, and as simple as you like, rolls it out to right field for a base hit. That's all taking, Harrow. Taking the whole way, misses high, ball 4, and will walk in the first run of the afternoon for the Melbourne Aces.
Probably a better option than letting him hit. If you challenge him and he gets one clean with the experience of Perkins.
He fouls one off into the grandstand.
That ball will be a souvenir.
This one fouled off back to the screen, and the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes with the bases loaded. Only one out for the Aces. Bases loaded. Full count pitch. It's driven up the middle. It's a line drive. It goes to Bazana.
Double.
Unfortunately, Jack Barry had gone down too far off the base. Bazana could flick it to Rodriguez, and he will double up Barry at second. And the Aces will lose their bases loaded. The Blue Sox avoid a massive bullet, get out of a jam, only giving up the 1 run. Dale is in shallow right field. And Cortez was just trying to hit it the other way. Pops this one up into centre field. An easy play for Galen coming around. He takes the catch in centre. Cortez down on the fly ball. And pops this one up into shallow first base territory coming forward. Jared Dale calls everyone off it, and he will take the catch. So popped up to the infield, and any one of about 3 or 4 of the Aces could have raffled it. Jack Barry was there standing alongside. Comeback if he could go 1, 2, 3 here in the second inning after facing 11 batters in the first. Pops this one up over third base out of play. And count quickly to 0-2 now Thursday evening, it will be the Melbourne Aces playing the winner of the Sydney-Canberra wildcard game, as this is a slow roller up to Jack Barry. He'll take it on his own back to the base. And that is it. 3 up, 3 down for the Blue Sox. Much, much better for Sam Gibbons and the Aces. They'll be happy to get out of that one, 3 up, 3 down. They'll head back to the dugouts, and we're done through 2 completed innings here at Blue Sox Stadium.
So everybody been through once for the Aces. And called strike, guy fighting his way back with a 3-1 count now. Pop up, infield. Rodriguez calls everybody else off, but 3 of them were there. Jacob Eunice from third base, Travis Bazana from second base, Rodriguez in the middle at shortstop. Way over behind first base, of course, but Bazana making the catch. Deep, hard hit ball to centre field, backing up on it. Michael Campbell on the edge of the warning track in deep centre field. Makes no bones about it, a great catch. Moves under it, settles, and takes a good catch.
And that you can recruit to that baseball club. Have a look at the major league parks. You got, beautiful old Fenway Park.
I've got a book on it, Cam. So Gibbons, after a tough start to the game, remains up there for the Aces, fouled off by Cavill on a check swing. Ground ball, second base out there is Dale to Barry. 4-3 out on Blake Cavill. Bazana at the plate now, of course.
Yeah, that has come up in the game scenario.
Okay.
But it wasn't actually scored an error. Ground ball. Back strongly and done a really good job just to hang in there on the mound.
There's a battle with Bazana, full count pitch, and he gets one through Bazana. Hard hit ground ball, couldn't be retrieved by Jack Barry. Jared Dale in cover, couldn't get it. A well hit ball out to the right side there from Bazana to get things started for the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the third.
He's picked off many runners over the years. Picks off another one here as Michael Campbell walks. So got to ask yourself, was it worth sending Bazana at 2-0? Now that will end that chant in a hurry.
He did drop that in well, didn't he?
Beautiful pitch from Gibbons.
Little bit of foul tip on that one from Jake Amos. Swing and a miss, got him swinging outside. And Amos becomes the third out for the Sydney Blue Sox here in the bottom of 3. Guy behind. Young he takes this one right in the wheelhouse, but it's a high fly ball. Wow, out to Michael Campbell, had to reach for it in the end. Wow, he thought he had it covered, but it dropped short, and he just reached out and got the glove underneath it at the last minute. Brings to the plate Gifton Gope. Gope fouls off over first base.
He doesn't like those inside pitches, Gift.
Swing and a miss, and he'll head back to the dugout with a big swinging strike. A K2, 2 up, 2 down, Melbourne Aces, top of the 4th inning. Nicely located fastball inside half of the plate.
Another one of these young aces coming through, 19-year-old who has been on their roster since he was 16 as a development player.
Yep.
No minor league baseball last season.
Ground ball, Topper, covered by Eunice. Eunice to Cavill, they get the out on the 5-3 ground ball. 5-3 being Jacob Eunice at third base, Blake Cavill at first. 3 up, 3 down, the Melbourne Aces through the top of the 4th innings. Eunice takes first pitch and gets it through Darryl George at first base. George making a diving attempt at that one. Cannot get to it, just gets by his glove. First pitch hit there from Jacob Eunice, single to 7. Change in the batting order here. Fouls that one off. Point in time, the base runner at first, Eunice, has to make an assessment. High fly ball to right field side will go foul. Rodriguez fouling that one off. 0-2 the count. Not anymore. He hits one, lifts it high, fly ball to Chris Burke out there near the warning track left field side. Eunice takes off for third. Good attempt and gets there. Sliding into third base, Jacob Eunice. Nice aggressive base running, nice aggressive baseball by Jacob Eunice. Carlos Cortez will come to the plate with Cam Gibson on deck.
The internet issues continue out here as I just try to get the final line for Sam Gibbons for this afternoon. Cortez 1-1 now. Cortez fouls this one out over third base, out of play. As Jones delivers a 2-2 pitch to Cortez. Breaking pitch is in there for strike three. Beautiful pitch from Andrew Jones. Froze Cortez and strikes him out. And he hits it hard to right field. It's back to the warning track goes Willis. Back to the wall goes Willis, and he catches it as he leans into the Blacktown City Council sign out there in right field. Guy is still dealing on the mound for the Blue Sox. Starts with a curved ball. It's lifted into centre field. Campbell goes back, tracks it nicely, steadies underneath it, takes a comfortable catch.
Knuckles to the bone. Jack Barry out on that well-hit ball.
We've been trying so hard to try and fix infrastructure out here at Blacktown that just will not play balls. None of it wants to work. All needs to be updated before next season, hopefully. But that is a case for Baseball New South Wales to get onto.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's not a lot.
Doing our darndest.
Well, this hit hard to right field, but again, in these conditions today, Cortez to the wall. He's going to let it go. It's out of here.
It's gone to the batting cages on ground number 2.
Didn't think that was going to quite sneak out.
He just landed into it. Game 4 of round 20, the final round of regular season ABL. Nice pitch from Josh Geyer.
Of the Aces runs so far as RBIs, one with the walk and one with the home run.
Yes, okay.
Host the Wildcard Series Tuesday, we believe, evening, but that is yet to be determined as this one is in on the hands but powered out to right field by Jared Dale. He'll pick himself up a base hit. So the Aces starting to get things rolling here in the top of the 5th. Well, the Kangaroos loose in the top paddock for some of them down there.
Maybe, I think, maybe.
Hit hard to centre field. Campbell will come around on it. He has the beat on it. He takes the catch and comes up ready to fire in case Dale wanted to advance.
Geez, good out there, Michael Campbell. The Aces in the top of the 5th.
Runner goes. Amos fires. It's not in time. It's going to get through Bazana into centre field. And again, Michael Campbell coming forward to cover. 0-2 pitch on its way from Gaia to Darryl George. Fastball swung on. It's a slow roller towards third. Eunice comes forward and boots it. Had a chance to make the play, but he had to work hard. He had to come and attack it, and he did. And he just couldn't quite glove it. George gets aboard. See how they score that one. Well, he has a couple of home runs already on the weekend, and here's a chance for another one. This is deep to right field, but tailing foul. It was plenty long, just not plenty straight. Guy to the plate, a big swing and a miss from Galen. Now behind 0-2. But the Aces are closing quickly. This one is hit straight at Cavill at first base, goes into the big first baseman's mitt, and he just strolls across with the foot on first base, as casual as you like. And that will do it here in the top of the 5th. He's second with the Melbourne Aces. First pitch thrown at Jacob Robson is hit straight at Jared Dale. No problems at all for the second baseman.
Goes a slightly different direction. Pitches one to the outside.
Again, the infrastructure here, 20-odd years old and not being replaced, unfortunately. And unfortunately, as I said, some money needs to be spent by Baseball New South Wales on the infrastructure at this place. It's completely out of the hands of the Blue Sox. As Cavill hits one straight towards Dale as well. So a little bit of work for Dale to do in this innings, and so far so good. He's made both plays on Robson and Cavill for 2 outs.
Player tops, this is mine, I must say, the retro.
Well, this is a throwback to the Sydney Blues of the 1990s that used to play out of Parramatta Stadium. Bank West is now, for the people that know Sydney's sporting stadiums. And also it is a homage to the Toronto Blue Jays old jersey of the 80s.
Certainly is.
10:35 p.m. in New York.
New York.
Thanks for asking.
And a walk for Bazana.
Mitchinson to the plate. Campbell fouls one off.
Game slowed down a little with those pick-off attempts. Mitchinson ready now. Drives it back through the middle and Gopay gets it. Plays to first base and gets the third out on the 6-3. Striding to the plate, top of the 6th inning. Delman Young, the designated, he has been stood down for Jake Romansky, who just drives the first pitch out to right field side. So that's Jake Romansky leading off here. And hits first pitch off Josh Geyer. Maybe just sharing the workload until they play again on Thursday night. Gift and Gopay at the plate now with one out. And a walk to Gift and Gopay. Base on ball, same as he had in the second inning. It's a swing out of Burke that time with fastball outside edge. Oh, steady game. Fouls that one off way over the back of the third base grandstand. There's a hard hit ball, high fly ball. Michael Campbell's got it covered in centre field. And there it is, he gets the out. Second out on Chris Burke. Top 6, Geyer dealing to Barry. And Gopay goes, gets a good start, pivots a deep. There was never a play there. Going through a few combinations with a runner at second. High fly ball goes deep centre field. Campbell's got it covered, goes to the warning track in centre field, and that is the third out. Back-to-back fly balls to centre field taken by Michael Campbell. Shuts down the attack of the Melbourne Aces here in the top of the 6th inning. It is Sydney Blue Sox 5, leading the Melbourne Aces 2 runs. Change of pitcher on the mound now for Scott Mitchinson is Mitch Ellis. Mitch Ellis gets an opportunity to throw a dig. Ellis throws first pitch for a ball to Jake Amos. Amos makes good contact with that one, but far too high out to right field. And covering that, no trouble at all for Colin Willis out there. So a fly ball to position 9 for Jake Amos brings up the first out on the Blue Sox. It's 1 up, 1 down. On deck, we've got Manny Rodriguez. Can these two get something going? Or called strike inside. That's that Blacktown inside edge, Cam. So that's the side, the inside edge that umpires set up on. And that was even more located on the inside. Good contact with that, Eunice, but it goes straight out to left field where Chris Burke is absolutely camped. He only had to move about 5 metres for that one, if that, to take a high catch in left field. Brings to the plate Manny Rodriguez. Rips one to the right side. That will be a base hit. Well done, Rodriguez.
And so McGrath will go through his warm-up pitches. Back, they've got him in trouble. Rodriguez in trouble. He's in the rundown. Barry across to Nagope, and Nagope will apply the tag.
Okay, third out on Rodriguez. Josh Geyer remains on the mound for the Blue Sox. Ground ball now to Eunice at third base. Charges across, gets it across to Cavill at first. Ground ball, 5-3 out. Second baseman steps in. Oh, line drive. Manny Rodriguez cannot glove it.
Got the glove to it, but it just kicked up off the glove out into left field where it's retrieved by Cam Gibson.
Pop fly over third base side. Eunice, Rodriguez. Eunice calls it, catches it inside the fence. Well done, Jacob Eunice. Called everybody else off. Darryl George at the plate fouls that one directly back. Rips that one to centre, right field. Campbell cannot get to it. It goes to the fence, across the warning track, around to the fence. Melbourne will score. Jared Dale crosses for another run. A play at third. No, it is not. Darryl George slides into third base around Jacob Eunice. Wow, that's a big hit. That's a triple to Darryl George. To right field side, retrieved by Michael Campbell. But it did get to the warning track and roll all the way to the fence.
They do have a runner on third in the form of Darryl George, and 2 out here. And this one ripped down that first base line. Galen certainly hits them hard. That one fouled as well. This one is again hit to right field, but again that'll get into the bullpen of the Blue Sox. Popped up. This one might be in play. Cavill looks like he's got a read on it. Comes forward a little bit at first base and swallows it up for the third out. Gibson lays down a little bunt. It's going to be picked up comfortably by McGrath, who will spin around and make the throw to first. The Blue Sox will advance Cortez to second.
Change now in the batting lineup. Blake Cavill leaves the game and Max Brennan comes in his place. Max Brennan at the plate right now. And Max Brennan wanted to draw the walk out of that one.
He's got a couple more chances yet.
Absolutely. Now he gets the walk. A long time between pitches here as Gibbons has a look at the runners. Top of the 8th inning down there in the capital as Bazana fouls one off.
Swinging and a miss from Bazana. Down he goes on strikes. Gibbons gets a K2 and the Aces head to the dugout ready for the top of the 8th. So 7 in the books here at Blue Sox Stadium. Romanski lifts this one to centre right, tailing towards right field on the breeze. Cortez takes it comfortably. Wonderful baseball ambassador is Gift. However, not a fan of the inside corner here at Blacktown. 1-1 pitch fouled off back over the grandstand out of play. And Gope to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shepherd with a 1-2 pitch and Gope swings through it. And Shepherd gets a strikeout.
Oh, great pitch, Zach Shepherd. Great pitch. Michael Campbell strides to the plate to lead off this bottom of the 8th inning. And a change on the mound again for the Melbourne Aces as they roll through their bullpen. Luke Leftwich comes in for the bottom of the 8th inning and the Aces.
Also, they will be playing the Thursday night 7 p.m. game. This one hit hard by Campbell into centre left, but tailing on this breeze towards Burke. And he will make the catch in left field. Across the border and it loses 15 years. Popped up on the third base side, will get out of play. And Burns swings at an inside curveball from Leftwich. 0-2 now the count. Burns getting the count full now, has worked it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count pitch on its way from Leftwich, misses high, and Burns will walk. Leftwich starts Eunice off with a strike. Eunice pops this up into foul territory. Barry's after it. He goes to the Blue Sox dugout, but it will get out of play and nicely taken by the man in the Boston hat. 2-2 pitches lined into right from Jacob Eunice. A base hit, rounding second and holding will be Burns. And the Blue Sox runners at 1-2 with 1 out here, bottom of the 8th. Rodriguez gets this one past Barry into right field. Rounding third to score will be Burns. Rounding third and being held at third will be Jacob Eunice.
Nice hit ball, hard hit ball there from Rodriguez.
This one hit hard and it gets through Barry as well. It'll get into right field. Eunice will score. Rodriguez will stop at third. And we will have situation normal again Runners at the corners, one out to find a way out of this. They need a double play ball up through Ngope in the middle. This has popped up. Darryl George may have a play. No, he's lost it in the sun, given up on it. It's going to get out anyway, out of play.
Wind blows it straight over the back of the garden area.
Left witch fastball, Gibson fouls it off.
Likes the outside pitch there, does Gibson.
Swing and a miss from Gibson.
Gets him.
Down on strikes, he will go. He will be the second out here in the bottom of the 8th. Runners at the corners for the Blue Sox, 2 out. First pitch swung on and fouled back to the back net. Robson allows it to pass. Called strike, 0-2. And there is that strike. Ooh. A swing and a miss from Robson. Down he will go. And that will be it for the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the 8th. Change on the mound for Sydney. Zach Shepherd has done. They're going to Andrew Mitchell. Another young man working his trade. This one a slow roller. Is going to be on the foul side of the line. Eunice was hustling forward to try and get it in fair territory, but couldn't as we wind down another season. A swing and a miss from Barry. There'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just to introduce one camera.
Barry lifts this one to right field. Carlos Cortez circles around, comes forward, makes the catch out there in right field comfortably. One gone here, top of the 9th. Commentary in that first year and bringing me in on board. I've been honoured to be part of it as I propose to ride off into the sunset. I imagine it will make all the social media trolls happy that you and I well, me especially, I'm not sure about you, calling a day on it and packing it up and calling a day. You're flying around the country. You're flying 30 people around, 40 people around. So, not easy at all as Perkins draws a walk. It's going to cost.
Absolutely.
All has to come out of the owners' pockets, and that's what a lot of people don't realise. The owners don't have endless, bottomless pockets. Well, not all owners do, anyhow. Mitchell at Dale. He fouls it off over the stand. Mitchell rings up. Jared Dale on strikes. Lovely pitch of players that have come out from imports that have been watching from around the world.
We've been able to give highlights clips to imports and to take back home to their family in the USA.
Mitchell to Willis, gets it in on the hands. Willis fouls it off and the Aces are down to their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Mitchell to the plate, swung on, lifted into left field. Gibson has a beat on it. This should be it, and this is it. The Blue Sox will end the regular season with a W. The Blue Sox will take this game 7-3 over the Melbourne Aces. They will secure their spot in the playoffs.